some for somebody else too. So we're going to do jewelry deliveries tomorrow. It looks like it's going to rain. Did you guys see the forecast? Looks like we're going to have some rain tomorrow, so probably not too much else getting done tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be cool. That'll be nice, right? Let me adjust my camera here on my computer. I tipped my screen so that I could see it, and now it can't see me. Alright, so we've got earrings, we've got necklaces, got a few bracelets sitting here too, so we can do a few bracelets and a few rings. If you do have any requests for further shows, let me know, and we will plan a show around that. We do usually do a couple during the year where we do a Zoom show, and that way you're able to ask questions in real time and I can answer you. It's a little harder on the computer or on the stream, and you can also bring your clothes to match up. So if anyone is interested in that, we can either have a party for you on Zoom, or you can join one that I'm getting ready to have in February for another one of my ladies. So we do have some stuff coming up if you are interested in that. Let's see. We have new stuff coming in both tomorrow and Tuesday, so hopefully we don't get any freak snowstorms and hold up the UPS man. You never know around here. Let me grab a link for the ladies over here on Facebook so that they can find the show, and then we will get started. Let's see. There's the link. Look at this. Things are working tonight. I'm kind of scared because usually that does not happen. So we'll see. And now, of course, it says message expired, but I am there. So it should be okay. Let's see. Oh, let me refresh the chats just in case, because sometimes they don't stay refreshed and then I don't get to see the chats right away. I know sometimes I will miss, especially on Facebook, the first one or two comments that you make. So make sure that if I don't acknowledge you that I did actually see them, because that's not usually the case. Usually I acknowledge them if you say something. So let's see, I'm sorting out my numbers. We're still missing numbers tonight, nothing new. So we didn't want to freak everybody out too much, so we decided not to change that up. We are going to go ahead and get started while we wait for everybody to come in. Hello, Violet. Our first piece tonight, these are, I guess we're going to call them hoop earrings. They're hoop earrings, but they're with an added piece. So these are hearts. They are an iridescent. The show's loading better finally. Awesome. An iridescent heart stone in the center. Little rhinestones around the outside. And then they're attached to this little, see, it's a small hoop with iridescent rhinestones as well down the front of it. This is the length and size of these. It's really hard to hold these up because they keep wanting to move. So we have We Are Young. These are in white. They are number 10. Hello, Shannon. We are not feeling young, but apparently we are young. I guess everything is relative, right? I'm young compared to an 80-year-old, although my body doesn't feel like it most of the time. This past couple of weeks with the crazy weather, my body has been killing me. It's not very happy. It is all Facebook's fault. You know it. They're always messing something up. Where did the rest of my numbers go? Why am I missing 100,000 numbers? Oh boy, this could be a fun day. Where are all my... Oh, there they are. They're hiding. Okay. Well, we won't worry too much about that. All right. Next up, we have, and I'm just going to hold this one up because this is a choker length. And it is very hard to show the choker length on the bus or even on the mannequin because if they don't fit right. This is called Glimmer of Rope. in gold. So Glimmer of Rope in gold, of course, as the name suggests, it is that rope style chain. We have the extra extension so that you can make it a short necklace. So it's not going to fit on this mannequin's neck, but choker length is right here. And then with the extra extension, it would sit right about here. So we have Glimmer of Rope in gold. This is number 11 tonight. I gave up on the chokers, trying to get them on that mannequin because they don't fit. The mannequin's neck is too thick. All right. Next we have, now this one I could fit on a, what happened to my, it's always something missing. There we go, down by my feet. This one is called Vacay Mode. This is in yellow. You can see it still does hang off the bottom of this. This is one of the extended length busts, but it still hangs down below the bottom of that. This is 3 layers. So we have 2 layers that are just chain. One's a little bit larger gauge that's on the bottom, and then a smaller gauge one here on the top. And then this one in the middle has the cloudy or milky yellow beads. So these are the transparent yellow ones that have the little like white or light yellow swirls in them. Hence the cloudy or milky name. I don't know if you can see those, where the swirls are in them. And also some chunky silver beads. And our earrings are also those chunky yellow beads. So you already have a built-in match. This is the length. So I said it was longer, and it is. Our 3 layers. This first one is almost at mid-abdomen. This one is past mid-abdomen. And then this one is down around natural waistline, high-waisted pants. If you have the regular waist jeans, the regular length, that would be right about there. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to head toward the low-waisted territory. So if you have the low-waisted jeans, that would be down around there. That's also going to bring this down here and this one down to here. So get a little extra length there. You could also, because these links are pretty big, you could fasten into these links and pull it up a little bit, make these layers a little bit shorter. You're not going to be able to do a lot because you're going to be able to see the lobster clasp around the edge if you do that, around the side of your neck, because it's going to come over too far. But you definitely have some adjustment available here. So this is Vacay Mode in yellow. Gotta have something to brighten up our winter, right? Number 12. Although it was a nice bright day today, it was very pretty outside. At least during the afternoon it was. I don't know. Maybe not during the morning. Was pretty chilly this morning. We were out delivering Amazon, and it was kind of chilly out there. But it did warm up very nicely. So hopefully we'll get a few good days out of it. All right, these are Wild Heart Wonder in purple. Let me do a close-up over here. And then I'll do a close-up over here. These are plummy purple beads. You can see this is kind of a heart-shaped setting that it's in. We have twisted rope appearance, the little L's around the outside. We've got some little silver beads or dots in around those beads, and around the purple beads. This is the length and size of these earrings. So we have Wild Heart Wonder in purple. These are number 13 tonight. Let me turn on my fan here just a second. It always gets warm over here where there's no air circulation, so I gotta make my own air circulation. Let me see, let me turn that away from the microphone a little bit though, so that we don't get any of that in the microphone. Next up we have Collar Poppin' Sparkle. This is in brass, so one of our darker metals, good for winter and fall. So we have the antiqued brass, and then I don't know if you can see those. We call those Aurum rhinestones. They are basically the same brassy color as the metal, but they're sparkly. So we got a little bit of sparkle in this one. Hi, Kim. Good to see you. Let me write you down. So this is the length of this brass necklace. It is hanging just below the collarbones. So let's see, my collarbones are right here. I gotta find them. And it would hang right about here on me. You can see where it is on the mannequin. With the 2-inch extension, it's gonna sit right down here around that collar. This is probably why they call it collar pop and sparkle. So this is what it looked like. It's a little bit easier to see against my hand than against the bust. Somehow it changes the color that the camera picks up when I put it against the bust, which is why a lot of times I don't. This is number 14 tonight. Collar pop and sparkle in brass. All right. Now, of course, the fan's going to blow my hair into my face. So it's always something. I can smell Max cooking out there. He's making us Korean beef bowls tonight with rice. So that smells good. Everything smells good today. Next up, I have these earrings myself. I don't have them on tonight. I thought about wearing them, and then I didn't because a lot of the earrings tend to get caught in my earrings if I wear them, especially the hoops. So I just chose to leave mine off tonight. I have one of the Starlit Shimmers, the kids' sets of earrings, in my second hole tonight. So these are a bright shiny copper. This is textured. It has just a slight texture to it to keep it from being like a mirror metal. This is the length and size, and see, I can do this without them getting caught now. So here we go. This is Rustic Radius in that bright shiny copper. It is number 15 tonight. Yeah, we love our Korean beef bowls. They are so good. So that's what we make when we can't figure out what to make, or we need something kind of quick, because they don't take long. You cook the hamburger, whatever ground beef or ground meat that you're using, because you can use turkey too, or chicken. But we're doing Korean beef. So we did that. And then you just put your seasonings in it. So it really does not take very long at all. It has like a Korean sauce in it. I never remember how to say it, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. My daughter would be able to do it. But I'm not that good. She did Korean for a while. And that's how we got started on all the Korean food, because she would cook it for us every time she had to cook. So during the pandemic, everyone in the house had a night to cook, and they had to figure out what they were going to make, and then they had to make it. And so every time it was my daughter's turn, we would get Korean food. So we learned to love a lot of different things. Kimchi, and she makes kimchi pancakes with that. And let's see, the beef bowls, she'd always make us I don't know what she calls it, but like the fried pork strips with the ramen. And it's fancy ramen, not just, out of the package ramen noodles. Fancy ramen with eggs and vegetables and stuff in it. And that was good too. So some of our favorite meals now are from that time period, from the Korean stuff. All right, this next one is Dollhouse in brass. So we have the antiqued brass. This is that flat serpentine chain. It's a little bit thicker than some of our others. So if you like the really thin flat one, that's not this one. This is the thicker flat one. We have the white pearl in the center, surrounded by white rhinestones, and then we have our brass frame. So lots of light and dark going on. Are these one and dones? Yes, ma'am, they are. Hello, Ruth. One and dones tonight. I should remind people of that as they're coming in. Thank you, Violet. So this is the length. It's mostly sitting above the collar right now. With the 2-inch extension, though, it's going to sit down to here. Not quite to mid-chest. It's going to be right above mid-chest. I know the picture that Mom showed today, she was wearing the brass with pearls. This is another variation and a shorter one. So the light rhinestones and pearls with the dark metal. It's a really nice contrast. This is Dollhouse in brass. It is number 17. Alright, so for anybody just coming in, if you didn't catch what Violet just asked me, sorry, my eye was itching. My hair is getting in it. Violet just asked if it was one and done night. It is indeed one and done night, which means we only have one of all of these pieces. So once it's gone, it's gone. I cannot reorder any of these pieces. They're not part of our regular collection. They're all the limited run. So they made just so many of them, and then they were done. So don't have any extras. And we sold down to our last one. So now you get to see the last one. 17 for Jessica. Got you, Jessica. Did I tell you I found your necklace from last week? I'll just put it together with this week's. All right, these are purple pearly beads. This is called Tea Room Gossip. This is not the plummy purple. This is the regular purple. Kind of a medium to dark, but with the shine from the pearls, makes it a little bit lighter looking. So little clusters of pearly beads, and this is that bar chain. So it's not actually like a link chain. These are little bars in between all of the little bead clusters. That helps them to stay separated so that they don't all get, what do I want to say, all up together. Hey Becky, this is the length, so just below the collar with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to mid-chest. Becky, it is one and done night. So, and I heard Allison's team is not doing so good. This is Tea Room Gossip. This is in purple, and those are pearly beads. I guess you could call them metallic beads. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the two, but I call them pearly. This is number 18. There are some that are definitely pearly, and there are some others that are kind of, could be either way. So that's one of those. Next up, I have these in my collection because they match so many things. And I am not a pearly girl, but I do have some necklaces that have pearls in them. So these are called Let There Be Socialite in white. So this is a combination of the white pearly beads and white rhinestones. They're set on a silver hoop. This is the length and size. So very similar to the Glitzy by Association hoops, if you are familiar with those, the ones that we have all the time. This is about the same size. So this is Let There Be Socialite in white, pearly and rhinestone, number 19. And we're going to do number 20, and then we'll do a question, since there are more of you in here now, so that all the pressure isn't on one person to try to come up with the answers. Not that we would ever do that, but it does happen. All right, so next is a bracelet. This is an adjustable clasp bracelet, and we call it that because it has the lobster clasp, but it also has the extension on it so that you can adjust it to fit you. Hi, Esley. Good to see you. Esley and I have been talking all things wedding for the last few days. Caitlin finally found a dress. I'm so relieved to be done shopping, but of course, now it's all getting very real. We've got a venue, we've got a dress. We've got 98 days. All right, these are dark red rhinestones set along oblong links. These almost remind me of like the paperclip links. These are a very dark red. And then, like I said, we do have that extension so that you can enlarge it to fit your wrist. This is called Still Not Oval You, because those links are oval. It is number 20 tonight. So it is May 4th, Violet, and we are going to try to set up Zoom. We're not sure if it's going to work well. We have to kind of try to work with the venue because we're having an outdoor wedding. It's a big wedding, and so we are having it at the venue, and they're having it outside, and then we're going to have the reception inside. So we are going to try to set up Zoom outside as long as we have good enough reception, you know, where we can do that, internet reception. Then those of you who cannot come will be able to watch it instead. So I know we've made a lot of friends across the country, and not everybody's going to be able to come or, you know, want to spend all the money on the tickets. So we're going to try to have a Zoom option for everybody. All right. Let's go with this one. 4 answers. Let's see if we can get these. 4 answers. John asked what the date was. Is John coming? 4 answers. Let's go with number 4. Name something that breaks out. Something that breaks out. So we've got the bridesmaids' dresses. They started coming in. I think some of them came in last week. And then we're getting some more that are coming in. So pretty much all the dresses are going to be here. Your face. Absolutely. Number 1. Yep. Mine still does. 48 years old, getting ready to be 49, and it still breaks out. A virus. Yes, ma'am. That was number 4. Everybody else still have that problem too. I mean, we never lose the hormones, right? Not completely. Your hands. Hands are not on there. Illness. We got illness. Or a virus. A prisoner. Yep, number 3. What else might make a run for it? They're not a prisoner, but they might think so. Something else that might make a run for it. Oh, a fight. They did not think of that one, but that is a good one. They do break out. That's what we say. A fight broke out. What else might break out? Do you think they're captives? Yes, we have room. Your animals, yeah, or your pets. Our dog definitely thinks he is a prisoner. And we have the wireless, you know, fence and the collar that's on him. And he's gotten to the point where when he really, really wants to get out, he will just run through the fence. And he'll yelp a little bit when he goes through there. But I guess to him it's worth it. So he will break out every once in a while. He makes a run for it. All right, we got all 4 of those. You guys are doing good. All right, let me see. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work against this big bust or not. I might have to pull it up a little bit because this is just such a pretty one. This is called Homegrown Glamour in gold. So we have a gold flower. This is 3D, so it's 2 layers of petals, and then we have the center. The center looks like it might be a little bit more coppery gold, a darker gold. And then we have a very pretty gold chain. This is a sliding chain, so it's going to adjust. Our earrings are small 1-layer flowers. So we've got some that match it. If you want to go that way, or if you want to upgrade, we can do that too. This is the length. It's going to sit down to mid-abdomen. This is one of our more vintage pieces. It's from a couple years ago. I had one left, and I had it put up, and so now we're bringing it out. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to sit down here around belly button level. This one does have the fairly big links, so if you wanted to shorten this, you could definitely bring it up. Maybe you'd like it right here at bust length. You could fasten into one of these links, drop the rest of the chain down your back. You're going to have a little bit extra. Yes, this is like yours. So this is Homegrown Glamour. It is in gold, and it is number 21. 21. I don't know if that was a good or a bad age to be, because on one hand you're young, and on the other hand you're still kind of stupid. At least I was at 21. I was not very bright yet. So, made a lot of mistakes around that time of my life. Broadway Babe in white. So these are a more simple earring. This is like a teardrop shape that has a little twisted top. See that little twist at the top? And then we have white beads and silver link spacers in here. This is the length and size. So we'll bring out the white. These are called Broadway Babe in white, and they're number 22. So we were warmer here today. Everybody, I think around this area was warmer, so Shannon and Rosie and Jessica. Let's see, anybody else that's right around here? I don't think so. So what was everybody else's weather? Are you warming up? Are you cooling down? What is your trend? Right now we're warming up. We were very, very cold. We invoiced on Monday evening. So see you tomorrow evening. Are you warming up, cooling down? Anybody getting snow? I know Marlo's been sending me pictures. She's not on here yet tonight. She may not be, but they've had a lot of snow up in Lewistown, Montana, where she's at. So she's been sending me pictures, and that's really not very nice because she's bragging. Chilly and rain mist all day for you, Kim? Well, that means we're probably going to get it tomorrow then. We are supposed to get some rain starting about 5 in the morning. 32, yeah. Isn't it amazing how good 32 or 40 feels after you've been down in the teens and 20s? Everything's relative, right? So if you get used to that really cold temperature, then those 30s and 40s feel pretty darn good. And we got up to low 50s today. This is Couples Celebration. These are post earring, and our post is right up here. Our top heart, those are a kind of a medium light pink rhinestone inside those hearts, and then we have the outline here with the white rhinestones, and then we have an outline white rhinestone with the dark pink or hot pink. You're warming up, Becky? So what is warming up for you? What is the temperature supposed to be? So this is the length and size for these earrings. These are Couples Celebration, and they are in pink. They are number 23. Marla was down in some minuses too. She's been down quite a bit. I think the last one she sent me, was it yesterday or was it this morning? I get my days mixed up because we get up so early in the morning and work, and then we lay down and take a nap, and then you wake up and it's almost like it's a different day. So I lose track of which day was which. But she was at 7 degrees the last time she sent me a picture. So a little bit chilly still. Alright, this one is Glisten Closely. This is in copper, so this again is that shiny copper. This is the actual polished shiny copper. There's no texture to it. So this is the more mirrored type. It's going to be very, very bright polished. These are wavy discs. They are not flat. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe when I hold it up on my hand in a minute. So a couple different sizes of those wavy discs, and again these have the little bars between them. These little bars are kind of a diamond shape, so you'll see that in a minute. This is the length, so that is down to the collar with the 2-inch extension. That's going to sit down here. Your friend in Buffalo, Zero was feeling like yep, yes, it's very cold there. Allison lives there up by Buffalo, and she's very cold. You're at 21, Becky, and you're supposed to be up to low 40s. Yeah, it's going to feel like a heat wave after all that cold. Now, if they got to 20 in Buffalo, New York, they'd be thrilled, right? So this is Glisten Closely. Now you can see the features of this necklace a little bit better, a little bit clearer. This is in that shiny copper. It is number 24. Number 25, Extended Eloquence. I try to hold these still. These are a long chain earring, and they have little pink rhinestones going down this chain. The pink rhinestones have just a tiny bit of iridescence on them, so they're not just a pink. These are a very delicate looking earring. You can see the length down here on my hand. This is, let's see, this is where it's coming down to. So we have Extended Eloquence. This is in pink, and it is number 25. All right, let's find another question. Oh, let's do this one. It's that season. We can get away with it right now. Did anybody else have a lot of toilet comments at their meeting today? I feel like that everybody was unnaturally obsessed with the cleaning the toilet thing. And we had several comments about the toilet. I know you heard them, Rosie. Jessica, were you on? Were you on Zoom where you could hear it? They had a theme going. It was toilets. So we're going to do another one. Not toilets, but 5 answers. Sylvia, you did too? Good. I'm glad it wasn't just ours. Because the brother then asked, can we get a comment about something other than a toilet? You were at your hall? So he asked, can we get a comment about something other than a toilet? Because we'd had several of the toilet cleaning comments. And the next brother says, it's motivated by love, that cleaning of the toilets. So, yeah, he managed to squeeze that in there too. And then later we had another toilet comment. So they all managed to work it in. And the funny thing was, we had been talking about poop right before the meeting. So not knowing what the comments were going to be, of course everybody knew what the material was, but not knowing what the comments were going to be, we'd been talking about poop before the meeting, and we went right into the toilet. So our whole lesson was in the toilet today. All right, so we're going to go on to this question. There is 5 answers, and we're going to go with number 3. Name something you do to your nose. Something you do to your nose. 5 answers. We're going to take number 3. Can you pull that door mostly shut? Blow it. Number 1. It's that season. Everybody's got the colds or the allergies or whatever. Break it. Breaking it wasn't on there. Picking it was number 4. Some people do. Scratch or rub, number 2. So we've got blow, scratch, or rub. Pick it, squeeze it shut. Oh, nobody got that one. Squeeze it shut wasn't on there. What else might you do to your nose? Another thing that kind of goes with this season, not just blowing it, but what else might you do? Pierce it, number 3. That was number 3. Wiggle, sneeze, wiggle. That was on Bewitched, where she did the wiggling of her nose. Pluck it, not plucking it. Squeeze it, not squeezing it. Although I do that to try to keep from sneezing. What else might you do? This time of year, colds, allergies going around, not just blowing it. What else do you do with your nose? Pinch it, spray it. Spraying it is good. Not the answer, but that is good. I do that too. Still use a Kleenex for this. Or a handkerchief if you're that type of person. Yeah, wiping it. Yeah, some people have the runny nose instead of the stuffy nose. Usually that is not my luck. It's all congested. Caitlin's got a sinus headache again. She tends to get all stuffed up in her head where you can't even blow it. Put lotion on it. They should have put that one on there, Violet, because after you finish wiping it all these times and blowing it, your nose is going to be dried out. My nose is dried out just on the end of it because it's been so tickly and I've been rubbing it. And so all the skin dries out. I had to put some lotion on it today. All right, enough about our noses. Let's move on. We got all the pertinent answers. Nod to nature in white. These are cork, and they have a little bit of white coloring in white little streaks in that cork. Donnie said Botox. Usually don't need that in your nose, but I mean, it could happen. Usually, you know, up here in your forehead, where you get those lines, or around your mouth. This looks like a pie to me with a piece gone. That was probably my piece that I ate. I don't know what kind of pie it was. Maybe it was coconut cream. But that's what this shape reminds me of. Pie with a little wedge out of it. This is the length and size. So we have Nod to Nature in white. And these are number 26. Number 27. We have another long one. Let's see where the long bus went. Ethereal Eclipse in pink. Excuse the bust, it needs to be lint rolled again. Now you're thinking about blueberry pie. I want coconut cream. I really want coconut cream. I haven't had any in a while. Or coconut cake. I think I just have a thing about coconut. Maybe I should just have a pina colada and call it good. But this is pink. Pink beads. Kind of looks like the glycerin soaps. So it's semi-transparent. This is in a gold setting. So we have the gold half circle down here, the bar, and then that chain is also in gold. That black velvet just attracts every little piece of white lint anywhere in the tri-state area around it. So this one is just below the bust with the 2-inch extension. You're going to get it closer to the mid-abdomen, but not quite all the way there. This one does adjust though. It has very fine links, so I don't recommend fastening in them, but this will self-adjust. It runs through that tube that is in the center. So this is Ethereal Eclipse in pink. So again, this is pink and gold. Sometimes the metal color doesn't come through as well on this camera, so this is number 27 tonight. 27 for Ethereal Eclipse in pink. Let us see. Number 28. A-lister Attitude in pink. So we have a pink teardrop. That's a light pink teardrop. This is an antiqued silver frame. So you see it's a little bit darker. That metal's a little bit darker than our standard silver. And then we have the white stones around that pink in the teardrop shape. This is the length and size. So we have A-lister Attitude. It is in pink. And it is going to be number 28. What's your favorite kind of pie? Mine would either be cherry or lemon meringue, and it kind of depends what I'm in the mood for. If I want a more fruity, texture, I love the cherries because they're very juicy and they have that texture of fruit where the lemon is just smooth. But I love lemon meringue. And probably after that would be apple. I really love apple. Peach, if you get it made somewhere, it tends to be really sweet. So I want to love peach, but it's just not. Usually it's too sweet for me. Pecan's your favorite? Pecan's too sweet for me too. I do make a chocolate pecan pie that you use semi-sweet chocolate chips in, and that really helps cut that sweetness. So that's an option. Blueberry is good. I remember making those for a Kingdom Hall build years and years ago. It's probably been almost 30 years. We made those for the brothers for lunch. Alright, this one is Instant Intimidation in silver. So we have this larger emerald cut hematite rhinestone. So you can see how big that is compared to my fingers. We have the asymmetrical chain. So on one side, we have the larger gauge single chain. The other side, double chain of the smaller gauge. And the earrings, also those hematite rhinestones. So this is the length, and this is the clear hematite. It is not the mirrored one. You want this one, Jessica? It's going to be 29. So I will put 29 down next to your name. So sitting just below the collar and down to mid-chest with the 2-inch extension, it is going to be right here above the bust. So I had to adjust it there. There we go. Warm pie or cold pie? You know, I kind of like them warm. This is Instant Intimidation, and this is Jessica's. It's going to be number 29. That one is really, really please. Really, really pretty. Not please, pretty. It's a very bold look, but it's pretty. All right, next up, we have Mayan Masterpiece. This is in brown. So inside, these little teardrops. You like both? So you like any warm or cold pie? But what's your absolute favorite? So brown teardrops, and those have little flecks of gold in them, and then we have the gold frames around the outside. The earrings are the little brown and gold teardrops. So let me show this to you up just a little bit closer. There we go. You'll be able to see that a little bit better. There we go. This is kind of a medium light brown, like a tan. This is the length. So sitting right up here at the collar with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to mid-chest. So right there. We have Mayan Masterpiece. And this is in brown. It is going to be number 30. Which brings us to another question. And that means we've done 20 pieces already. Can you believe that? Let's see. It's been 43 minutes. I guess that's fair. About 2 minutes per piece. And that includes questions, so that's about right. All right, 4 answers on this one. Let's go with number 4 on this one. Let's see if anybody can get that one. Name something people change on a regular basis. Something people change on a regular basis. Ooh, I love the Marie Callender Razzleberry. That is such a good pie. So if I'm going to buy one from the grocery store, it's going to be that one. And then I like the French vanilla ice cream on top of it. Clothes. Clothes was number 1. Their underwear. Well, we hope we change those with their clothes. But yes. Their mind. Number 2. Yep. All the time. Change their clothes. They change their mind. What else do they change on a regular basis? Pretty often. One of these, probably more than one time in a day. Their car. Not quite as often. But it's probably about, it's a ways down there. That one was not in our 4. The oil in the car. Yeah, you remind me that we need to do that. It was a little low this morning, so that means it's time to change it. House decorations, shoes, purse. No, but you're on the right track. Something about their appearance. Diapers. Ooh, they should have put that one on there. Gotta change those on a regular basis. Otherwise you have a very unhappy baby. Hairstyle. Yep, number 4. Your hair. I was just talking to somebody about their haircut today. She had hair down the mid of her back probably the whole time I've known her, and today she showed up and she had hers up like mine. And I'm like, wow, that's quite a change. And she said she likes it. And it did look good. This one is not about your appearance. And this one you change probably multiple times in a day. If you're using this. Eyeglasses, your purse. Nope, not those things. You sit down. Your jewelry. You change your jewelry multiple times a day, Violet. I changed mine probably twice, depending on what I'm doing. Because usually one dress up and then one dress down. Or I just take it off. Either way. Something you would change while you're sitting down. Channels. Yeah, your TV channel. Because usually if you sit down to watch TV, you at least end up changing the channel a couple times to find what you want, or when one show goes off or a movie goes off, you change to something else. So, you did today? Yeah, on a meeting day, that's pretty typical. I had some on, let's see, for this morning when I was working, I had one set on, and then I had another set on for meeting. And then I took those off and I just left my studs in, because that's my second piercing, they're still healing up. So I don't take those out ever right now. This is the third time I've had that second piercing done. And every time I have problems with it. This time I think I might have gotten it down. I did have problems with it at first, but I think it's going to stick this time. So this is Envious Elegance. This is in silver. So again, we have the hematite rhinestones. They are clustered with white rhinestones this time. So we have the white and the gray in there, in little clusters. This is the length. So right there at the collar and just below it, with the 2-inch extension, gonna sit just above mid-chest, like a finger width above mid-chest. So we have Envious Elegance. This is in silver. So we have the gray and the white. This one is going to be number 31. Number 31. So we've been having this debate in my house, and you can help me with this one. Because I got all the ladies together. So put this question out here to you ladies. My daughter's wedding is burgundy, sage green, and then there's a darker green that's more like an olive for her bridesmaid dresses. They're in sage and light olive or medium olive. And then burgundy is in the flowers, and then they're using the accent color of gold. What color dress would you wear as the mother of the bride? So we've been debating about this lately. Her fiance's mom is wearing like a rose gold, so like a pinky color. What color would you wear if you were the mother of the bride? What do you think is a good color for the mother of the bride to wear? I mean, black is never wrong, but I don't want to look like I'm going to a funeral, and there's nothing else black in this wedding. So what would be a good option? I was kind of thinking burgundy, but I'm also having trouble finding burgundy that I like. Light blue or light purple. Yeah, I kind of wondered about that, just going with a completely different color and not trying to coordinate with the wedding. But I'm trying to, you know, kind of, when they take the whole family pictures, I kind of don't want to be the one sticking out like a sore thumb. So I was trying to find something that coordinated a little bit with all the rest of the wedding stuff, because the flowers will be burgundy. But this has been a subject of some debate lately, so getting some other opinions here. Cosmic Heiress in white. So these are round and emerald cut. What about a darker green? Oh, that's a good choice. I thought about like an emerald or a dark emerald, but that I think would be like a wrong shade. Maybe a forest green. Yeah, I actually would look okay in the greens because of the reddish tint in my hair. I do look okay in the greens. Cosmic Heiress in white. These are post earring. The post is right back here, up in the top. So this is the length and size. That's how they're going to hang. So we have Cosmic Heiress in white. Number 32. I also briefly played with the idea of like a champagne, beige champagne color, but I'm afraid that that's too close to like the bridal gown colors. Although she's wearing white, it is a soft white, and I don't want to look like too close to like a wedding gown. No, nothing pastel on me. I don't do well in pastels. Although I can, but the brighter colors, see, even my shirt in this yellow is more like a gold. So the brighter colors I do a little bit better in. Yeah, the green usually does look good, and I had played with that, but I hadn't really thought about it too much, because it's going to be a dark color, but I guess the burgundy would be too, and it's a May wedding, so it's going to be hot. So this is Love is All Around. This is a long necklace. This has the wash of purple over this filigree heart, and you can see it has some little white rhinestone accents on that purple, medium purple. Yeah, Mom is going for a pale pink. She's in the pale. She's the one that looks good in the pastels. So this is the one that sits right here in the mid-abdomen with the 2-inch extension. We're getting closer to that belly button area. So right about there. This one, the links are not very big. If the links were bigger, I would say you could pull it up. But maybe if you used the safety pin trick, where you safety pin between the two and pull that together, you could do that. You're also having trouble putting an outfit together. The skirt you have looks awesome. You should show it to the group, the social chat. And it looks great with that pale pink tank, but then she wants something to cover her arms, so she's going to need like a little jacket or something over it. So this is Love is All Around. It is in purple. I'm going to show you the thickness of this heart. See, it's like a 3D. So it is a thick heart, and it's hollow inside because of the filigree. This one is number, I can't get the cards, can't get my finger in between the cards, 33, number 33. Love is All Around. And I really would love to wear velvet. I'm not buying a dress right now because I am in the process of losing weight. I'm on medication for it, and I don't want to buy a dress now and have it be too big later and then have to try to get it altered to look right, because everybody knows when you try to alter a dress that is way too big, then it is going to not look right. So I didn't want to do that. So I was going to wait until a little bit later to actually buy the dress. Yeah, see, in the family pictures, we kind of gotta coordinate a little bit. We can't clash. All right, I forgot to put a name on the back of this, or maybe it fell off. The stickers sometimes fall off. This is a stretchy bracelet. This is also the pearly and rhinestone, but this is based in gold. It stretches in between each of these sections to fit you. So this is whatever the name of this bracelet is. Pearly and rhinestone and gold. I'll find the name for it later and make sure that it's labeled. Number 34 for that one. That one's really, really pretty. And then even though they're having gold as their accent colors, I think Caitlin's going to wear a silver and pearl necklace because her veil has pearls on it. So, not quite sure whether I want to go with gold or silver accessories, and it's probably going to depend on which. Oh, there's the name of that bracelet. The sticker did come off. It's called Opera Singer. Probably depends on what goes with the color that I pick out. This is called Maldives Mural in green. So this is a, what do we want to call this? Like a seafoam green. And it has a little bit of an iridescent coating on them. Chunky beads. This is in silver. This is going to be the length and size. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff in this color. So I made sure I bought this one when it came around. So it's right above that collar, And with the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here. So that's going to get that whole chunky bead underneath the collar. So let's see if you can see the iridescence on this. There we go. When I hold it up to the camera, you can see that iridescence a little bit better. So it's going to reflect some different colors on top of that green. Her skirt is gorgeous though. I wish I could fit it. Maybe I will be able to by then. This is number 35. All right, let's do another question. Then we're going to do a few more pieces. I think I said that before, but we're going to do a few more pieces, and then we'll, let's see, I think we're going to get to spin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 people in here right now. We need one more person. Actually, we can probably count the girls. Are Rosie and Angelica there with you? Little Rosie? We can count them. In fact, we'll give them their own. If they're with you, we'll give them their own listing. So they can win their own jewelry. Oh boy. The girls aren't there. Alright, we need one more person. Who else can we get? We need one more person so that we can look on Poshmark. I did look on Poshmark a little bit. I didn't see anything I liked so far, but you know those kind of places are kind of like a thrift store, so you kind of have to keep looking. I've also been looking on ThredUp. I didn't see anything there today, but okay. I'd love to have that link. That would be great. All right, this question has 6 answers on it. We'll give somebody else time to get in here. 6 answers on this one. Let's go with number 4. You're finally moving the couch for the first time in 10 years. Name something you might find underneath it. Shein, I've tried Shein. They didn't have what I wanted either. Maybe I don't know what I want. I think I don't know what I want, and that's part of the problem. But nothing has really like popped out to me. I thought about velvet, which I really like to wear because it doesn't cling to, you know, the rolls quite so much. Toys were number 5. Money was number 1. But it's going to be hot at the beginning of May, most likely. The remote, number 3. Dust, absolutely, that's number 4. Always dust. Socks, yep. Or clothes, shoes, whatever. Items of clothing. Crumbs. Crumbs was not under there. Although I'm sure they are in my couch, and I move them more often than that. So we've got money, we've got the remote, we've got dust, we've got toys, we've got clothes and shoes. There is one other thing. And the crumbs may have come from this. In fact, they probably did. Crumbs came from this, but it's not the crumbs. Your wallet. If I could find my daughter's wallet, that'd be great. She lost it like well over a year ago with $80 in cash in it. Never did find it. She has no idea where she lost it. She doesn't know if it was inside the house, outside. Wrappers, cat toys. No, not wrappers, not cat toys, although it comes in the wrappers. Oh, it can. Ants. Yeah, if you've got crumbs, you probably do have ants down there, especially if it's summertime. Not mold. Not the food wrappers. Yeah, the food. Could be food under there. And it's happened where, you know, the girls, especially when they were little, would drop something and go up under the couch, and we didn't know it was there. And you find it like 6 months later, and it's petrified now. Not molded, thank goodness, but petrified. So now we have the little rock food. All right, let's see. A few more pieces, and we're gonna be done. Let's figure out, I just had another necklace, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I had one out. Donnie's helping you? Okay. We'll count him. This one is called Cherokee Canyon in green. So something for those of you who like the smaller things. This also has the stone. So this is a, I don't know if this is actual jade, but it's a jade colored teardrop, and it is stone. I can feel it. It's cold. We also have 2 little wooden beads and a white crystal type bead. And this is on the beaded chain. So every little while along this chain, there are little beads. Yes, car seats and toddlers are terrible. Okay, I haven't heard of that one, Jessica, so I will look. Thank you. So Jessica's got another website. This one is sitting about half above and half below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here, which is not quite mid-chest. Right above it. So this one is Cherokee Canyon in green. It is going to be number 36. I remember when my kids were toddlers with the car seats, and they'd have the crumbs all up underneath it, and then the sippy cups would always end up underneath the seat somehow. The actual seat, not the car seat that they sat in. And I wouldn't see it until much, much later, and by then, you throw that sippy cup out. You don't wash it anymore. You just toss it in the trash and buy another one. Because it was not happening. Alright, trying to get these separated over here. Let me just leave those before I mess something up. Next, we have a cuff bracelet. This is called Chain Showers. This is in multi. Trying to get all these chains separated out. They're caught in each other. There we go. Chain showers in multi. So we have those iridescent stones. We have the chain tassels coming down from the sides. This is a polished silver cuff. So it's open on the back. So we have, let me move these so that you can actually see the stones. Chain showers in multi. This one is number 37. See if we can get it to stay up here. Maybe? Number 38. We have another bracelet. We'll let this be the last one for the night. But this is a hinge cuff bracelet. So very easy to put on by yourself. Trying to make sure I don't lose a tag off of it. Called Glamorously Garnished. This has those hematite rhinestones. Those are the mirrored type. So it almost kind of looks like vines are a flower or something. Something along those lines. This is the polished silver cuff. Opens on the side. So very, very easy to put on. I don't think there's no clear ones. So these are the polished hematite. Number 38 for this one. Alright. Give me just 1 second and let me put everybody's names in the wheel. And we'll draw for the free piece. Thank you, Donnie, for lending us your presents so that we could do a drawing. It's very helpful. He should be good for something, right, Violet? I tell my kids that all the time. You should be good for something. They have to fulfill their function in life, too. So we have... So invoices will go out tomorrow evening. And then I will start shipping on Tuesday for those who have completed their invoice, paid their invoice. And after that, I will not ship again until Friday. So everything that doesn't go out on Tuesday will not go until Friday. Because I've been making too many trips to the post office. He just said he's good for something. Yeah, there you go. Even he knows. Gotta be good for something. That's your contribution to the world today. And, Mom, it's about time. You haven't won for a long time. So you're going to get the free piece today. Your name finally came up. There's a few names I haven't seen too often recently, and that's one of them. So, Mom's going to get a free piece today. And let's see, don't forget that there's new stuff coming in this week, so I'm going to try to get some pictures loaded onto the Instagram and Facebook pages so that you can claim from there, so that we can see a few extra pieces for the week. And then we'll be looking at the new stuff on Friday evening at 7 o'clock. So, see you back on Friday. Thanks everybody for coming out and supporting us tonight. We really appreciate it. And it keeps me from talking to myself. So, and everybody here, you'll get to meet Mom when she comes for the wedding, because she's coming. She's dragging my dad here. She's going to probably have to duct tape and hog tie him, but he's coming. So everybody, you'll get to meet everybody. All right. Have a great week. Hopefully your weather is good for this week. We'll all have a semi-decent week, and we'll make it safely to Friday. So everybody have a great night. Don't work too hard, because it is Sunday night. It's time to go to bed and get ready for Monday.